Last time on Star Trek Expedition. So you guys were last week. You were attempting to try to crack the data pads that you discovered in the sabotage attempt on the Tian An Men, as well as the Tian An Men is in dry dock, attempting to be fixed by Mendrock. You're a commander in this, right, Mendrock? Left you at commander.
No, he made me a lieutenant.
Ah. All right, so the Tiananmen is in dry dock being worked on by Lieutenant Mendrock. Um, and you guys have been spending as much time as you guys can in the labs trying to crack and get as much intel as you can off of the data pads. And I believe that is where we'll start. Um, the entire team, the three crew members from the Tiananmen, uh, Commander Prax and Lieutenant Vogel, are all in a conference room. And Commander Prax actually has information from the Thursday game that should probably be related to the Tiananmen crew.
Thank you for coming. After everyone left during the evening, Lieutenant Vogel, in her diligence, uncovered a conundrum, which I think warrants further investigation. Um, During this alien that uh, gave her the pad, who conducted several appears to be temporal calculations, left out a particular moon in a star system roughly 29 light years away from Deep Space 17. The moon is marked, well, there's not a lot of data on it. It just, we know it's there. It's just, we're not sure why it's left out of his calculations. And the lieutenant was very adamant, suggesting that all his calculations were extremely detailed.
Yes, basically, I don't see any reason why this planet would be left out on accident. My only conclusion is that it was left out deliberately.
And Commander Prax, you said this was it a planet or a moon?
I believe it is a moon. I think Lieutenant Vogel has further details on that. The only information we have on this place is the long range probes.
Unfortunately, no probes have gotten close enough to give us detailed information of the system.
And this moon, it lies within Federation space.
We put it about 30 light years beyond Federation space.
And we have no intelligence on the system at all. Um, no rumors, no communication with any powers situated around the system.
Unfortunately, no. The only data we have is from one of our deep space probes. but it is a few light years away to get detailed scans.
So is the plan to wait for the probe to arrive to gather more intelligence, or uh, should we plan to visit this system?
Well, currently the probe is on a course away from the star system.
Ah, understood.
It is a pre-programmed probe.
More than likely, we'll have to send a vessel out to investigate it.
Or we might be able to override the probe and send it into the system.
Oh, how long is travel time to the system?
At the probe's maximum warp capability, it should be a few days.
And to our understanding, the there's a green ship or green attack force still en route to DS-17. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Right now, we're diverting all resources to try and aid Deep Space 17, but we haven't got any word from them yet.
Commander, do you know the Admiral's thoughts on the situation?
He is trying to pull every available resources he can to help us uncover this plot, but the fleet at large is more focused on the Cardassian front.
GM, do we essentially have a choice between visiting this moon and visiting DS-17? Is that kind of how it's shaping up?
Well, you'll basically pass Deep Space 17 on the way to this moon.
Gotcha, gotcha.
If we pull up the map really quick. So Deep Space 17 is there. Hopefully you're able to follow that.
Yep.
The star system would probably be here-ish. I'm not sure exactly where Prax put it. Or I put it. Maybe out here. Somewhere there. Or was it this one? I don't remember.
It's not that one.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was out this way. The issue, of course, is travel time.
Oh, Commander Casey, any thoughts?
Well, it sounds like we have a mission ahead. Any update on the status of the Tian An Men?
To my knowledge, it is still undergoing repairs at Utopia Planitia. I will have to check with the engineer in charge of that project.
Hopefully we can get that work order expedited.
I think the Admiral was aligned to that.
I have a scene with the Admiral and Mendrock after this. So Admiral is definitely on it.
Well, team, it seems with our potential travel route, we can make a stop at DS-17 and hopefully successfully deal with the situation there and potentially proceed on to investigate the system. Lieutenants Vogel, Nadan, do you think it would be logical to turn this probe around, send it back towards the system in the hope that we could gather whatever intelligence we could while we're dealing with DS-17?
I think it would certainly have a better chance of getting us useful intelligence than not sending the probe, Captain.
Well stated, Lieutenant.
I would have to agree with Lieutenant Nadan, Captain. If we don't know what we're heading into, it could end up being a trap.
All right. Commander Prax, is that something the Admiral could request?
I'll have to get with. I'm just sorry. I'm blanking on what the name of it would be. I'll have to get with the planetary research team on that to see if we can't divert that probe.
Okay, thank you. And well, I'm sure everyone here is privy to the details around Project Aegis. Well, shortly will be at least. And DeGrasse kind of glances at Prax. Is there any other information on this project?
All I know is it is a highly guarded secret among the research development team, even within the Federation. I know there's civilians working on the project, and it is a joint venture between the Cardassians and the Federation.
Well, I suppose any way for us to cooperate is good.
From what I'm aware of, Project Aegis is extremely important to Starfleet and the Cardassian Union.
Noted. All right. Well, unless anyone has any further thoughts, I think that we have our marching orders. Let's see if we can get the work order expedited from Tian An Men. Barring that, we might have to see what we can do about finding another ship. And Commander Prax, if you need me to attend any meetings with the Admiral, I'd be more than happy to.
No, but a captain pushing his weight with the planetary research team to get the probe move might be helpful.
It would be my pleasure. All right. Well, unless anyone has any further thoughts, if we can be dismissed.
While that's going on, we will head over to Lieutenant Mendrock. Mendrock, you're currently in your office organizing your repair details and planning the upgrade schedule for the Tian An Men. When your computer panel starts chiming with an incoming hail.
Answer.
You answered, and on your little computer screen is Admiral Bullet.
Yes, Admiral. How may I help you?
Lieutenant Mendrock, I come to understand that you are in charge of the Tian An Men repairs.
Yes, sir.
I understand that you gave a time frame of 14 days to get the repairs and upgrades complete. Am I understanding that correctly?
Did I actually do that?
Yeah, that's the original one you gave.
Okay. Yes, that's the original schedule, Admiral. Do you need it in a priority manner?
Yes, I need that ship back in working order in no more than 10 days.
That should be possible. My team is very skilled. I can oversee it personally if need be.
That will do nicely, Lieutenant. We need that ship repaired as soon as possible. If you could
I-
shave a few days off, do it.
I will let you know, Admiral, when it's complete.
You have my personal authorization to ignore safety protocols if it means getting this ship working sooner.
Understood, Admiral.
Admiral Bullock out.
Alright. I will get up and get that going then.
All right, so for you, Mendrock, I'm pretty much going to have one massive extended task that's going to basically be going on this entire game.
Mm-hmm.
But because he placed the time limit of 10 days, I'm going to give you 20 intervals to get it done.
Okay.
Now, the extended task will be presence engineering. I see that being it. I see that being more the role because you're trying to organize an entire work detail.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be difficulty 6, work 30, magnitude 10, resistance 2.
Yeah, that's gonna be really hard. He does not have a high presence. Need to invest in erasing that. let's see, there's no momentum.
And for the first roll, I'll give you 2 rolls before we head to the next thing.
226. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much every scene I'm going to be giving you 2 rolls until it's the scene where it's time to finish it up.
Oh my god. Alright. I have to give you some threat then. It's not gonna help me with any rerolling, but this one is.
You do get your chief engineering superpower. I'm not going to take that away from you.
Okay.
And, with Utopia Planitia, there's probably going to be crew support available,
Alright. Well,
which we could just pull from the Tian An Men sheet.
yeah, so, lower the difficulty to 5. And let's see. How much threat do I gotta give you for 4 dice?
For 4 dice, it will be
Is it
3.
3? Alright. And let's see. I don't have emergency repairs anymore as a focus because I swapped that.
I don't think that would apply here either.
Yeah.
I don't think that would apply anyway.
So, 1 4 mechanics or EPS for some of the repairs. Oh yeah, and this is a presence thing. Yep, I don't have any presence related.
Let me see what the
Okay,
damage
so-
was to the Tian An Men really quick. I believe the communications were destroyed, so some damage to computers. No damage to the engines, surprisingly.
Okay. Well,
And some damage to sensors, which I don't think any of your...
I don't have anything.
Yeah, I don't think any of your focuses will apply.
Well, let me make sure that's all. Alright then. Here's something. Well, there's not much I can do because I'd have to spend a determination basically to try to succeed on that. I mean, I have 19 milestones. I suppose we can. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, use those.
I have all sorts of. Let me look at those 2 medals. 3 medals I got. I always forget about. Nah. That's to prevent violence. Yeah, let me use one of them. Use one of these milestones for let's see. Understands technology better than people. To deal with my crappy presence.
Yeah.
And can I re-roll the 2 fails?
Yep.
Alright, let's do that. Oh, that's a little better.
Almost.
Yeah. It's because I only have a 12 on the presence. Plus engineering. To raise that presence. So let me reduce the milestone.
And it'll go to 18 intervals. And then you get 1 more roll in this scene.
Okay. Well, I do have a bunch of talents to help with tasks. So another roll. So from the can I do a double roller using the crew support as well?
What's that?
Can I lower the difficulty twice? Or only once?
You could use some of the crew support to lower it.
Okay.
It'll just be for the one roll, but it'll probably
Yeah.
be worth it.
Yeah, let's do that then. Let's lower it down to 4 with the crew support. And I'll give me 3 more threat. Roll 4 dice again. I don't get. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's much better. Go ahead and roll your challenge dice. Oh, you have something that counts as 2 with the effects, right?
Yes. Yep. Also, I'm Miracle Worker. And in the nick of time is an additional work for every effect.
6, 7, 8, 9. I believe my resistance was 2. So that'll be 7 work.
That means I get another picture with Miracle
Yep.
Worker.
Did he roll for the first roll, or did he fail that?
I failed at my 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Mendrock, it's with the shock of all of a sudden getting 4 days knocked off of your repair schedule, you had to quickly figure out what to focus on to try to get the Tian An Men back in working order. Obviously, the comms are number 1 priority because were destroyed in battle. So that's where you start to direct your crews to first. But you were delayed in trying to replan everything. But with how well you and your team work together, you guys have been working together for, probably over a year now. You all start to understand how to work with each other, and you're able to within the first day get all of the damaged within the first couple of days actually get all of the damaged comms components off of the ship.
Okay.
And you're ready to install the new parts. So that would be for you, 2 days have passed basically.
Okay. So 8 left. All right.
All right. So that's Mendrock. All right, and then there's a couple other. We'll do that. Okay, we'll do this one now, I think. So Commander Prax. One of the duties that was assigned to you by Commander Bullock was to try to get the Quantum Slipstream drive, I think is what we're calling it, from the research department.
All right.
So we'll go ahead and do the role play with that.
She heads over to R&D, which is somewhere on Earth.
Yeah, it's probably within headquarters. Probably have a lab.
I think R&D is in Okinawa.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you transport over to Okinawa then, to the secret R&D labs, where they're basically developing new technologies. And yeah, you find yourself on the transporter pad, met by a liaison. Let me grab a random Starfleet token here. Commander Prax, we have been expecting you.
Yes, I would like to talk to the research lead on the Quantum Slipstream project.
Oh, do I even have a doctor here that's available? So yeah, I'm trying to find a random token somewhere I could grab. So many archive sheets and none of them work. That guy might. And so the liaison that met you at the transporter pad takes you over to this gentleman's office, who is the research lead of the Quantum Slipstream project, one Dr. Knight. Yeah, come on. As he beckons you in.
Dr. Knight, thank you for seeing me.
Can we make this quick? We got a lot of work here to do.
How close are you to field testing?
I estimate we are still at least 6 months away.
And how many prototypes do you have?
Just the one. Why do you ask?
There is a situation in hand, Doctor, and I am in need of your project. I'll need you to.
Absolutely not. I cannot let that project leave this lab.
Doctor, I'm under the authority of Admiral Bullock. I need that project and all its research.
Admiral Bullock. You could tell that windbag that project stays here. No admiral is going to come into my lab and dictate what's going to happen here.
Very well, seeing that I can't ask nicely on this matter, then I will need you to forward all research documentations and blueprints of Project Slipstream to Admiral Bullock's office.
What don't you understand about no?
The very fate of the Federation aligns with your project, Doctor. And like it or not, I need Project Slipstream completed by within 2 days.
And he just kind of leans back in his chair, kind of like chuckling.
Yes,
It's pretty obvious you have no idea how science works. You cannot rush a project like this. When I told the Admiralty this project would be done in 6 months, I meant that.
Doctor, I am telling you, and she hands him a pad. I need Project Slipstream, your documentation, research documents, and anything you can give me at this point stage of your development. If I have to finish the project myself, I will finish the project myself. I'm a very determined person.
He takes the pad and literally just throws it on the floor next to his desk. If you need this project as quickly as I say, might I recommend the Borg?
I highly doubt the Borg are willing to help us.
You might have better luck with them than you do me. Now, if there's nothing else, I am very busy.
She reaches down and picks the pad up. I see, twiddling your thumbs and wasting time on a project, but good day, Doctor.
And he just motions, with his arm toward the door. You could blame all the memes they're posting.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, guys.
They egged me on. So you're escorted away. Excuse me. You're escorted away from Dr. Knight's office. What do you do?
I'm gonna turn to the aide. Realistically, is he serious about this 6 months timeline?
Unfortunately, Commander, I'm just an orderly here. I'm not really sure what work they're actually working on.
Then take me to the lab.
I'm not sure if you have the proper authorization to enter the lab, Commander.
Admiral Bullock gave me proper authorization. Lieutenant.
Very well. And the orderly will take you to the labs. And after a few minutes of walking, you do end up getting to the labs. And you're just outside the door.
I enter the appropriate command codes in.
Ooh, I have sounds for this. The computer comes up as unauthorized.
She taps her comm badge. Commander Prax to Admiral Bullock.
Go ahead, Commander.
Dr. Knight is being problematic with Project Slipstream, and he's not giving us access to the driver, at least the research data. And I apparently do not have. I have been locked out for authorization to the R&D project.
Dr. Knight. I'm afraid that's a grudge that goes way back between me and him, Commander. But we need that slipstream drive. I don't care what you have to do. Steal the damn thing if you have to.
Understood.
Get it done, Commander. Admiral, look out.
See me to the transporter room, please.
Right this way, Commander. And a few minutes go by and you find yourself back in the transporter room. And the transporter chief says, coordinates, Commander?
Earth space dock.
Aye, sir. You said space docker.
Yeah. ESD.
Yep, now I gotta find your token. Sounds to me like I need to start cleaning out all my folders. There we go. And you find yourself rematerialized on the transporter pad at ESD. Welcome to Earth Space Dock, Commander, says the transporter chief.
Thank you, Chief. And she's gonna head to one of the research labs, I guess.
Okay.
She kind of taps her comm badge for a second. Commander Prax to Captain DeGrasse.
DeGrasse here. Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have anyone under your command that is skilled with computers?
Nadon? Are you skilled?
I have a focus in computer science, Captain.
Commander, I think I might have somebody who can help you out.
I mean, it's not my primary area of expertise, but I'm competent.
Well, let's see what the commander wants you for. Commander, I may have someone. What would you need them for?
Best you don't know, Captain.
Finding out that there's a lot that I don't know. All right, well, let us know your coordinates and I'll be sure to send them over to you.
On ESD at research lab number 123.
Understood. Lieutenant Nadon, if you don't mind.
I'll be off, Captain. I guess I head on over.
Alrighty. Let me get back to the screen here. I'm just trying to set up other stuff. Yeah, you transport your way to space dock and make your way to the lab that Commander Prax is in.
Lieutenant, I need your assistance in retrieving some data from Starfleet R&D.
What kind of data, Commander?
The kind that's classified and the kind that unfortunately they won't hand over to me. So, if you are uncomfortable doing this, you can leave and I will find someone else or attempt this on my own. Your career is not in danger. However, we will be stealing information on our own.
I trust, Commander, that there's an important reason for this.
Without this project, I don't. This is a gamble, but without this, we would not be able to arrive at Deep Space 17 on time.
All right. Where do you need me to, or what files do you need me to get?
The project is known as Project Slipstream. It is held at the R&D facility on Okinawa.
Okay.
Okay. So while you two are getting that set up, we'll enter a new scene and we'll head to the science labs. Since Commander Prax stole all the scientists, I guess it falls to DeGrasse to scan the moon.
Alrighty. So is Lieutenant Vogel there?
Yes.
Lieutenant Vogel, how are things?
Just doing some preliminary research and trying to find out what I can from the Federation databases on the star system. But there's not much there.
All right, well, who would I need to talk to get this probe turned around?
That would be Admiral. Gotta grab the name somewhere. That would be Admiral Cohen. He's in charge of the exploration.
Understood. Fortunately, not familiar with Admiral Cohen, but well, I guess we can give this a try. Taps his comm badge. Captain DeGrasse to Admiral Cohen.
And after a few moments, go ahead, Captain.
Admiral, I was told to reach out to you about potentially rerouting a probe. we've come into some information that has clued us into a particular star system that we don't have too much information about. And it just so happens that a probe under your command is near the area. We were wanting to see if we could get that probe rerouted to do a little scouting.
Go ahead and give me a presence command difficulty 2.
Alrighty. And persuasion for focus.
Yeah.
Cool. Take threats.
Gain 1 momentum. Yep, 2 momentum. How long will you need the probe for, Captain?
DeGrasse glances at Lieutenant Vogel.
5 days? She whispers to you.
Admiral, we're probably looking at 6 to 8 days potentially. Will that be fine?
The probe is not slated to reach the next series of star systems for another month still. I suppose a small detour will be fine. Let me know when you rerouted the probe back on its course, Captain.
Understood, and we'll make sure that any of the details that we gather will be sent directly to you if you wish.
Very good. Take care of my probe.
Will do. Thanks, Admiral.
And the communication cuts.
Well, Lieutenant Vogel, do you know how to reroute probes?
It's been a while, but I could give it a shot.
All right, well, I have a bit of a background myself, so let me know if you need any help.
All right. Vogel will take the lead role, I guess. She has a 4 in con, unless you could beat that.
No, definitely not.
You could assist, though. That'd be fine.
Gotcha.
I would say she has a focus. And I'll use a momentum. I should say what the role is. This is going to be a control and con, difficulty 3. And I'll probably be assisted by Starfleet headquarters communications con, which for anything Starfleet headquarters related, I'm just going to say that they have a, what would that be? A 15 in all their assist roles. It is Starfleet headquarters after all. So yeah. Basically, you guys tell Vogel what to roll. Since even though technically it's my character, I'm also the GM, so you decide what Vogel spends.
Gotcha. You said her con was 4. What was her control?
She has a 14 in this.
Gotcha. I mean, does she have any?
She does have
goals?
focus, yeah. Not for con.
Gotcha. And you said difficulty 3?
Yes.
Yeah, let's use one of those momentum. And then,
All right, here goes nothing.
yeah, let's see here.
And go ahead and give me just a random D20 roll, DeGrasse. That'll be another one. So you gain a momentum back. Got the probe's course altered, Commander. Should arrive in a few days.
Excellent. I appreciate it. Any idea about what we might discover here? Lieutenant?
Preliminary scans from the probe indicate just a normal star system. That's why it wasn't flagged for exploration. Just the discrepancy between the data pad that I got from them and our own logs.
Well, I guess it might present two possibilities. Either they were attempting to, well, I guess three possibilities: hide something, direct us to something, or wherever they come from, that system actually doesn't exist.
Well, we'll find out either way soon enough. And I think it is better sending the probes in.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, if you don't mind, I have some business to attend to, so thank you for your help.
All right, so we'll just finish out the rolls here. Because it takes a few days for Mendrock's thing to finish up. So we'll go ahead and finish all the sciencey rolls for the system. All right, so I call you down, commit DeGrasse. When a probe enters the system, I call you back down to the lab. Probably use this console over here.
Lieutenant Vogel, it's like I was just here a moment ago. I don't know.
Days go fast around here when you're busy.
Well, I hear you.
Anyway,
Right.
the probe is just about to enter the far reaches of the system. I thought you might want to be here for that.
Excellent. Definitely. Well, I'm a little rusty at this, so any help you provide would be greatly appreciated.
A little rusty myself. I've been outside of Starfleet for a few years. Or I should say a year, I think is about the time.
Really, if you don't mind me asking, why for?
Well, a lot of it has to do with my father got sick. So I thought it best to head home and try to take care of him until he passed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, thank you, Captain. Anyway, preliminary data is coming through here, sir. I'll just send it over to you, DeGrasse, as you look at the screen. Shit, if I would have thought better, I would have had Prax GM this part.
That's odd. Are you seeing the same power signature?
Yeah. Yes, I am. I'm not sure exactly where it's coming from. If you want to use the probe's directional scanners, we'll try to get a bearing on it.
Yes, let's do that.
It'll be control or reason with science or con difficulty 2. I guess we can assist each other.
Cool.
You could take the lead on this one, though.
Okay. Yeah. Would sensor operations apply for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Using probe sensors and such.
Yeah. What was the difficulty?
Just 2.
take a momentum.
Ouch.
Good.
Then go ahead and roll a random d20. The stats for this, if it matters, will be science comms, but you get 2 momentum from headquarters. So you have, so you gain 2 here. I'm not sure if you have any rerolls.
No, not on this one. Yeah, let's use the momentum to squash that complication. If you don't mind.
There it is. I think we have our heading.
Well, this is interesting. This moon is M class.
And it is the one that is missing from Them's data pad.
Huh. Is there anything that we can ascertain as to the nature of this power signature?
Let me move the probe in a little closer and you could get a more detailed scan. And then I'll have her roll a control con difficulty 2. So however you guys want to do that.
Yeah, I would say let's have her give you a threat.
And then you could roll 1d20 for this will be comms con. Gain a momentum. There we are, Captain. It should just be inside the sensor range for the probe. And that roll will be a control science difficulty 3.
Vogel will assist on this one?
Not in this one.
Gotcha.
She's pretty much assist as much as she can.
But I still get the Starfleet assist.
Yes.
Awesome. Ugh. Yeah, it's high enough. I'll chance it. Yeah, take a threat.
Got it.
Well, Lieutenant, it looks like we have the reason for our power signature.
And she'll glance over at the sensors. Shielding.
Looks like it's surrounding the entire moon.
Secret research lab, maybe?
Well, potentially. Research lab, military installation, something they want to protect.
Look here. And she points to one of the pictures she pulled up. Looks to be some type of structure.
Is there anything that we can do to improve the image, to try to make a guess as to who built the structure, what the design looks like?
Unfortunately, no. This probe sensors are really limited. I'm kind of amazed we got this much detail.
Understood. Well, there's about 1,000 questions I can ask, but I'll trust your expertise. Do you think there's anything else we can find out?
Not without sending a ship and a possible away team. I mean, we just don't know what the purpose of this structure is, nor who it belongs to.
All right. Well, Lieutenant, you've been a huge help. Thank you.
Not at all, Captain. If you'll excuse me, though, I do have an appointment at Starfleet Medical. As she taps the legs with her legs with the canes. Late for a what the hell do you call that?
Rehabilitation.
That's it. Late for my rehabilitation appointment.
Oh, thank you for giving me your time. Let me walk you to the transporter pod.
It'll be better for my legs if I just walk there, I think.
Okay.
It's not that far of a walk.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Well, I'll let you know what comes of this.
Have a good day, Captain.
You as well.
And she'll slowly limp out of the lab. Oops, wrong door. Anything you wanted to do with the info you found?
Yeah, I think DeGrasse's next move will be to find a private area where he could communicate his findings to Admiral Bullock.
That way works.
Yep. And then also make a note to ask Bullock if it's okay to send the findings to Admiral Cohen as well.
Just to speed things up, he thanks you for finding the information, and he says to keep the findings secret for now.
Understood, Admiral. Thank you, and let me know if there are any follow-ups.
I'll keep you informed. Bullock out. All right, got to head back to Mendrock for another 2 rolls, Mendrock.
All right, and I can still use my ability and my staff to modify the task.
Since it's a new scene, you'll have to spend more crew support.
Okay.
But yeah, you still have your ability.
All right, and let's see, I'm at
It's a diff 4 now.
diff 4. 23, mag 8. This is 2. Okay. Let's use mine to lower the difficulty to 3. And try and use the crew to lower the resistance.
All right, so another crew support activation.
Yeah.
So I think you have 2 left.
Okay.
So it'd be at
Yeah.
difficulty 3, work 23, magnitude 8.
Yeah. So I'm gonna buy. And is this the same role or is this a different role now?
It's the same role, the presence
Mhm.
engineer.
Okay.
I think you still have the momentum though. We're still in the same scene.
So there's a momentum.
I believe so.
If so, I'd like to spend that so I can activate caution.
Yeah, I believe you still had the 1 momentum from after the science rolls.
All
And
right.
I kept it in the same scene, so yeah, you're fine.
Let me because since my score is so low, I'm worried about rolling terribly again. If I bought a 4th die, it would be
Be a 2 threat.
2 threat. Yeah, let me do that. And because I spend the momentum, I can still re-roll 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, before I click the button, I want to double check.
Yeah. You could even split, like if you use like your determination and then you use 1 momentum, 1 threat, you'd still get the reroll because you used momentum.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Right. I believe you have a reroll if you want it.
Yeah. I'm just worried about. Let me do it. Oh, I have momentum. Great.
Yep. And then go ahead and roll 7 challenge dice. 8. So that'd be 8 work from all your stuff. You took out the resistance, so that's a full 8 work.
Oh, so that's another 2 breakthroughs.
So you'd be at so this is 2 breakthroughs.
Yep.
So I'll put you anything you want to do with intervals?
Can I do anything with the rolls?
You could spend a momentum to have it.
Yeah, let me do that. Spend them momentum.
All right, and then you get 1 more roll.
All right.
Ooh, nailed it.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll. That's another 9.
2 more.
And then I'll go to 13 interval.
All right.
All right. Now we'll go. So yeah, that'll be your 2 rolls, and then we'll go back to ESD with Captain and Nadan. Is Prax and Nadan here?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So what exactly are we trying to do here?
Recover the research data for essentially bypass their security systems and recover these the data, their research data, at least to start with. Like blueprints.
Okay.
Blueprints, equations, stuff like that.
Right. So the first thing you'd have to do is you have to hack into the lab. And I got to bump up the difficulty because you're doing this remotely. So this will be daring or control with security or engineering. Difficulty 4, but the difficulty is bumped up because you're doing this from ESD. Work 12, magnitude 3, resistance 4, complication 3.
Oof. Okay.
And I'll tell you now that on complications, you will set off security at the lab.
All right.
Can I create an advantage here to use my plan of action to help Nidan to familiar, so give her like the the protocols for Starfleet security when stuff like this is secured?
Sure. I believe that's a presence command if 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Unfortunately, there's no focus for this. Take a threat.
Juicy, juicy threat. Gain a momentum. And I believe you just get an advantage to use, correct?
Yes, there's an advantage to use when dealing with this task. So anytime she attempts the task, she has an advantage she can apply to it. Also, when the task is successful, there's 2 bonus momentum gained that can't be saved.
Cool.
She can
Cool.
use.
So yeah, Nadan, you have pretty much every single roll during this extended task. You get to use it. You get to create an advantage in some way.
Okay.
Oh, I should say that the station does assist because obviously you're using the comms channels to try to do this. I'm not sure if we have an ESD sheet though.
Commander, are you able to assist?
I can assist. That's up to the GM, though.
Yeah, why not? More dice equals more opportunities for complications.
You may want to spend your determination on the first roll.
I plan to, yes. And I'll just do it using the mission objective because we need to get there on time.
Yeah.
And
you have
just looking to see.
The advantage that you can play something to.
Yeah, I'm looking to find the rules on what advantages can be used for. I forget.
Oh, I should say this is a new scene though. So
I gained the momentum during the.
Oh, right. Sorry. So game mechanic wise, you can use the advantage to lower the difficulty, reduce the resistance by 2, lower the complication range by 1.
Okay.
That's how it would directly affect what you're trying to roll here.
Yeah, in that case, I'll spend it to lower the difficulty. Oh wait, it's difficulty 0?
Oh no, that's your roll's in Discord.
Oh, okay.
Or at least it should be. Hold on.
No, it's not.
I put in beta shift. There it is.
Perfect. Okay, difficulty 4 is not as horrible as I thought it was going to be, but yeah, I'll just lower the difficulty by 1. May as well.
You also have to think about that resistance too. It's a resistance 4. Well, you could always get momentum.
Well, you get the 2 bonus momentum, so you could apply it to that. But if you apply it to the resistance and then spend your determination on this roll, you also get a reroll with your determination spend if you need it.
Yeah, I am spending my determination.
So that's, you really need to just get 2 successes, and then you're gonna have to assist with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't forget the complication range of 3.
Yeah. All right. Spending determination. We'll use the advantage to negate the resistance. My focus in computers applies, I assume?
Yes.
Great. Do I want to hang on to that momentum or do I want to spend it? Well, I start with two successes because of that, and I'm getting at least 2 assists, so
Yeah, you have 4 more dice coming in.
I'll keep the momentum in reserve just in case we end up needing it.
Well, there's your 4.
Of course. At 22.
Then just need the station. Ooh.
Station
Station
crits.
crit. So that's 6 successes. You gain 2 momentum. I'm assuming you're squashing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, roll. What the hell's your engineering? Ooh, roll 5 challenge dice.
My engineering is not nearly as good as my science.
Ooh, but you rolled good.
You still have the 2 float or bonus momentum you can spend on the roll.
So right now you're doing 4.
Okay.
You could do 1 for piercing, 1 for extra work.
that would-
Yeah, let's do that.
That would bring it up to 7.
Perfect. That works.
Okay, that would make this. All right. I'm gonna, since I have this boatload of threat you guys keep giving me.
I didn't spend threat.
I know, but everyone else did.
I know.
I'm gonna add 6 more work on. So your work will be back to 11. As you're finding it more difficult to try to locate, to try to break through the encryptions. With this being a secret lab, they really worked on their firewalls here.
Okay. I assume now testing a theory and theory into practice apply because this is an engineering task?
Damn it, yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you my determination.
Okay. I will spend your
If
determination.
I can do that, GM. So technically she's not under wing. Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's up to the GM. So because rolls are funky.
I'll let the dice decide. Nadon, do you like high or low?
If it's me that's rolling it low.
Well, I'm rolling a percentile dice.
Oh.
So you like high or low?
Let's go low.
Nope. She's not under your command.
Balls. All right, then I won't spend the momentum, but I get an extra d20 from testing a theory, and
I think the difficulty's 2, right? Because your other thing.
Reduce difficulty because theory into practice.
So yeah, difficulty 2. You get 3
Oh.
dice, complication 3,
Yep.
and 2 assists.
Real quick. Can I spend my determination on by reason by force to create the advantage to update a algorithm that we're using to break into the security, so that way we get extra, essentially, not scrutinized, but the other one, for extra work, or like,
Yeah.
vicious, essentially.
I will accept it. Yes.
I tried to be reasonable with this guy, and now I'm just have to do this by force. So
Yeah, it works for me. You are literally breaking into the computers. Yeah. So difficulty 2, Nadon, you get 3 dice, and then 2 assists.
All right, here goes. Holy crap.
Wow.
This is why I like systems that rolling low is a good thing. I roll 1 on d20s a statistically improbable percentage of the time.
So you gain. All right, you have 7 successes. You gain 5 momentum.
Nice.
5 challenge dice, please.
Oh, can I spend momentum to reroll?
Well, you get the bonus momentum from Praxis thing,
Yeah.
right?
So you have the 2 bonus first, and then you can spend momentum from there. So yeah, you can reroll 4.
I want to reroll 4. I definitely want to reroll 4. Holy crap.
Go ahead.
That's better.
Wow.
Yeah, that's 10 work.
The other one for piercing.
Sure.
So that'd bring it. So yeah, so you're doing 10 work right now.
Can you spend momentum to get extra work?
How much work
Yes.
do we have left?
1.
We'll spend a
Yeah.
momentum for extra work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, that'll be 2 breakthroughs.
Sweet.
Oh, what am I gonna do? Okay, for this roll, the complication range will be 4.
We completed the work track, so we already get the breakthrough.
Yeah.
You get a
Yeah,
break. Yeah, we.
you
That
got
was
2 breakthroughs. There's 1 magnitude left.
I thought we've done 3. We've gotten 3 breakthroughs.
Hold on, let me check the original roll.
You had on daring control.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I wrote it wrong. Yes, nope, you completed it. My mistake. Well, I'll get my threat back. So yes, you have hacked into the lab's database that houses the Slipstream drive. And you have done it without raising any security alarms, so you are completely hidden at this point.
All right. I think we're in, Commander.
Look for all information on Project Slipstream. And
I will.
data related to Quantum Slipstream, the Quantum Slipstream drive.
Right, to locate that, this is going to be a controller daring with security or engineering difficulty 2 to start going through the lab's computers to find it.
Okay.
I am gonna, before you roll, I am gonna have some threat spends here.
Okay.
I am going to make the complication range 3. So yeah, be diff 2, comp 3.
Okay. Would you say this task covers the same technological field as our previous hacking, or no?
No, because that was actually hacking. This is more sifting through data.
Okay. And you say it's control or daring engineering?
Yes. Or security.
Okay. Not science, though?
No.
Okay.
Well, no. Engineering.
Alrighty. Computers focus still applies?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. I already used my determination, so I will spend a momentum for an extra die. Can I still get assistance from the station and from the commander?
Just from the station here.
Okay. Good.
All right, that will be 3 successes, so you gain the momentum back.
Sweet.
And so it takes you probably a few hours sifting through the data, but eventually you find all the files you need to download. Now it is just the case of actually transferring those files to ESD.
Okay. I will start the transfer.
And this is going to be
At the same time, I'm going to toss in a few other files to kind of obfuscate what we're going after.
okay.
Kind
I'll
of
do
try
that,
to
but
cover tracks a bit.
I'll let you do that, but that would increase the difficulty.
That's fine.
All right, so there'll be a this is a daring or control with engineering or security difficulty 4.
Okay. And I still get assistance from the station?
Yes.
All right. I will spend enough momentum to gain 2 dice.
Be 3.
Yes. Sorry, I had Neocitran earlier. My brain is not mathing good.
Who needs math?
And so then I'm going to roll. Oh no. Oh, that is not good.
Station will succeed. So you're at 3 successes here with a complication.
Yeah, and I can't do anything about it because I'm out of momentum.
Milestones for reroll?
Sure, actually, I will do that. I've got a surplus of milestones. What type of milestone?
Something to do with computers.
Sure. I'll spend one of my standard milestones.
And you still need to use it against a value, though, for the reroll. Because
Okay.
the milestone gives you determination, and then you have to use the determination as normal.
Yeah. And I already spent a gang's mission objective. Don't think you can use the same one twice.
You can. It doesn't really matter.
Oh.
Or it does not matter what values you use.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
your setbacks one probably applies here too.
yeah, I'll do that one. And I'll re-roll. Does that just let me roll one, or can I roll both?
You could re-roll your entire dice pool if you wish.
Okay, I will re-roll the 2 that were not successes. That's better.
There it is.
That's what I need. Oh, perfect. The download is complete, Commander.
Excellent work, Lieutenant.
And here are the files that are red herrings, and the ones that are not red herrings are the ones that I that aren't marked as such for you. Figured it would do well to cover our tracks a little.
I appreciate that, though I think given that I already went to the head of the project looking for this information who denied me, it's probably a good idea he knows, if they figure out that we got this data, that he knows where, who got it and what we took. So, but thank you. it might buy us some time if trouble were to arise.
That was the hope, Commander.
Now to look over the data, see what materials we need to construct our own prototype.
Yep. But that will be a different scene.
Yep.
I am going to head. Doctor, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So you're at Starfleet Medical, impatiently waiting, I would assume, for Lieutenant Vogel to show up for her physical therapy appointment. That's the word I was looking for. One that she's a few hours late for. When Vogel finally walks in to the gym.
Ah, Lieutenant. Nice of you to show up.
I'm sorry I'm late, Doctor. I was caught up in the lab.
Ah, got caught up in science stuff and lost track of time.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, I'll say this, at least you're not as bad as security or engineering. They'll sometimes take days to show up.
I just figure that the sooner I can start walking like I used to, the better off I'll be.
And that is true. Well, let's see how far you've come so far. And I presume you've been maintaining the exercise regimen I prescribed.
As much as I can, yes.
Understandable.
But I do feel I've made progress. I was able to walk from the lag all the way here without having to sit and rest for a few minutes.
Understandable. Let's see now. If you wouldn't mind, I'll start out with a quick med scan, just like always.
Go and give me a controller reason with medicine difficulty 1.
I'm guessing no focus.
I don't know. I don't know what you have.
Emergency medicine, xenobiology, infectious diseases, genetics, counseling, and cultural studies.
No.
Yeah, I figured.
All right, you succeeded. I sent you the data.
Well, everything looks to be coming along just wonderful. The ligaments and tendons, they're all healing nicely, as well as the muscles. All right, let's run through a couple exercises real quick just to see how much control of your muscles you've completely regained. How about we start with this leg press?
All right, go and give me a presence medicine or presence con. Difficulty 1 probably.
You just had to do presence, didn't you? Well,
I've been doing a
presence-
lot of presence rolls today. It's a theme.
I know.
Everyone
better
takes it
than-
as their dump stat, and then once I figure that out, well, I think things are going to be more presents.
It's not my dump.
It's really not. Yeah, you're able to talk Vogel through the exercise, and she's still a little labored trying to get through it. You know, you can still she still has a ways to go, but you're able to walk her through it with lightweight. How's that, Doctor?
Question. What's her improvement before failure? Weight wise.
I don't know. Shoot, it's the legs. Probably 35 pounds or so.
Okay. Well, that is a big improvement over last time. Significant at best. You still have a little ways to go.
Thank you, Doctor. I've been trying real hard to get back to normal. Walking when I can, trying to stand for most of my shift if possible.
Oh, that will always help out. Of course, I would recommend you don't overdo it with the injuries you suffered. It was pretty bad. So if you do need to take a break, I mean, I'd hate to see you back in med bay with torn muscles and ligaments from overworking it. I see that a lot in security officers.
What do you have against security officers, Doctor?
Absolutely nothing against them. It's just that they are so duty bound to their posts that they overwork themselves and end up doing more damage in the long run, keeping them out of circulation longer.
Well, I guess some people just want to be taped up and sent back out there.
There are people like that. I think I've ran into a couple of them before, but it was a long time ago. Anyway, after that, it's mainly just going through a couple different exercises that work out the different muscle groups that target various areas where there were broken bones and muscle and ligament damage. Just checking to see on her improvement.
All right, I'll give you a Presence Command difficulty 2 roll here.
Okay. Can I just go on ahead and spend my determination on the patient as everything? Because literally I'm doing my best to get her back into circulation as quickly as possible.
Yep, I'll accept it.
All right.
Gain 2 momentum. And yeah, although Vogel is starting to labor a little bit, she's hard of breath, sweating profusely. She's able to push herself through your instructions.
Okay. And I'm guessing she shows significant improvement all around.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, Lieutenant, I believe that was the last one that I had for you. Roundabout, you are showing significant improvement. I would suggest continuing with your exercise regimen and doing what you're doing while on shift in the science lab. It seems to be helping out a lot.
How much more of these do you think we'll have to do?
Based upon the records here, and now out of character question for the GM, what's the
Think you have her scheduled for? Let's see. We'll let the dice decide. For 8 more of these is what you have scheduled.
okay? What's her deviation from what it was before the injuries?
I
Or
mean,
at
she's
least from
getting.
Starfleet norm.
I mean, she's getting better. I mean, you still see her needing the crutches for a week, for a few more weeks.
All right. Well, Lieutenant, I believe I've got you scheduled for another 8 of these. The crutches, I believe you'll be able to get rid of those either next week or the week after. It all depends upon how your rehab goes and everything such as that. Oh, 4 or 5 weeks. Okay. Never mind.
I mean, like, she had a lot of broken bones, broken pelvis. I mean, she was in bad shape.
Right.
Like, Starfleet science is good, but there's just some things they can't fix.
Right. Like broken. Well,
And, some things need to heal naturally.
yeah.
Yeah, she fell off a cliff. It was
Oh.
not a short fall.
Okay. Yeah, you've got a little while longer on the crutches. But after that, you'll be nearing the road to full recovery.
Thank you, Doctor. I think I need a shower after this.
Understandable. And please, try to be on time next time.
I'll do my best, Doctor.
Thank you.
All right, where do I have to go next? Should I do the Casey only scene?
Ah,
Or I
can
could-
give it my best shot.
I mean, I was going to introduce her later, but someone made the suggestion.
Um,
Probably me.
Whenever is natural to the storyline.
Yeah,
I'm good to go.
I'll introduce her later, and then you could do that after.
Very good.
Okay. So that's done. All right. So I think we have 2 rolls from Mendrock coming up for this scene, and then we head back to Prax with the building of a quantum slipstream drive.
Okay.
Well, I have a role play scene and then the building of the drive. So yeah, we'll have Mendrock do 2 rolls here.
All right.
Let me see what the hell your roll is.
Yep.
It's way up here somewhere.
I think I'm now on the diff 0. Maybe.
Yeah, diff 0, work 6, magnitude 4, resistance 2, 13 intervals.
So, reduce the resistance.
You could do that after you roll. Oh wait, your thing. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. And then,
Presence engineering.
yep. Yeah, let's see, there's 3 momentum left over.
Yes.
Spend 1 for a third die. So I can activate cautious.
Gain 3. Roll 7 challenge dice. Shoot, I just thought about this. He's probably going to get this right here.
Probably.
Yep. Anything with intervals?
Yeah, let's spend momentum to have it. Since I have momentum.
Yeah. So, Mendrock, driven by this internal sense of wanting to be the best engineer in Starfleet.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Is that only 3? I thought.
Yeah. No, with the work track, you get a breakthrough. You have to get you have to meet the magnitude.
I know, but doesn't his double thing count? Does his Oh, it's only
No,
a single breakthrough.
Single.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
got the breakthrough from the 5, the breakthrough from the miracle worker, and then the breakthrough
Got it.
because of the work track. So it's only 3.
Alright, well. I spend momentum to do that, or do I need to make another roll?
Yeah, you'd need to make another roll.
Okay.
But it's diff 0, work 0, magnitude 1. But yeah, anyway, driven by your sense to try to be the best engineer in Starfleet, at least at your Utopia Planitia here. You completely get, in the space of probably a day and a half here, you get your team to not only reinstall the new communications equipment, but you also at the same time get them to start upgrading some of the other ship systems. The only thing that's left is the cosmetic upgrades at this point.
Alright, spend momentum for a third die.
Gain 2, barring your reroll. Yep, just 2. And then, yep.
And spend momentum to reduce
no
the
need.
resistance.
No need. You
Yeah.
needed 1 word.
Oh, okay.
You literally got 3 more breakthroughs out of you only needed 1. So
Yeah. Okay.
You've done a little bit extra to the ship.
Yep.
More than what they expected. Anything with intervals before we finish that up?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and Spend momentum, reduce the interval.
All right. So Mendrock,
Because I'm all about efficiency.
in the space of 4.5 days, you and your crew working around the clock, because you basically told them that, yeah, we're gonna go to 16-hour shifts here to get this done. You really crack the whip on your underlings, so to speak, and you
I
get
don't
the
want them
ship.
mad at me.
No, because now they get more time off.
Oh,
See,
that's
they
true.
they
Yeah.
because they don't have another project starting up for 5 days now, so they basically get a week off.
Yep.
So they rather like this system because free time off. Anyway, in the space of 4.5 days, you entirely overhaul. Well, not entirely overhaul. You get every piece of work on the Tian An Men completed in 4.5 days.
Excellent. I will call the admiral and give him a a report after I type it up. Let him know it is ready to go.
Oh, you're calling the admiral.
Yeah. Well, or at least sending him a message that is complete.
Message works.
Yep. I'll do that.
Because him being Admiral Bullock, he just
He's-
acknowledges
Yeah.
that it's done.
Yep.
All right. So that finishes up your work for now. 11 intervals. I got to remember that.
He's in 4.5 days. He's probably freaking out.
Okay. So yeah, we'll enter a new scene here. We're gonna go back to ESD, unless you're heading somewhere else, Prax. You start work on the drive.
Well, I was going over the plans to see what I need for the construction of it, because I'm imagining it's an engineering task, and I am no engineer.
Okay. Go ahead and give me insight engineering. Difficulty 2.
Oh, thanks. um,
Well, how else you're going to tell what you need from an engineering standpoint unless you roll engineering?
Sorry, I'm
I
spitting
mean,
on the-
unless you could sell me on something else, I think that's
No.
the role.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm luckily I have a good insight. Rolling 4 dice, so spending the 3 momentum, and I need to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of it is obviously you have to build the actual drive itself, but the plans you have detailed instructions. Like they were a lot farther along that he let on. You looking at this and probably even asking Nadan and a few other engineers in your close confidence, they were probably more likely weeks away from being able to install a prototype. And I'm going to send you something. Yeah, I think that's the information I want you to have.
With that knowledge, I will like to schedule it and talk with Admiral Bullock at his earliest convenience.
He'll be available now for you. He's in his office. Stealing your ready room again. Just you going in there?
Yeah.
Enter.
Admiral, I managed to retrieve the blueprints. Well, I and a very competent crew member from the Tian An Men managed to retrieve the blueprints of the Slipstream drive. Appears that Dr. Knight was not as forthcoming to me as, um, well, given the nature of his grudges against you. They most likely have a working prototype already. But I do have the blueprints and plans to construct our
own. More reasons for me to dislike this doctor. I'll tell you what, Commander, what would you do in this situation? I see that there are two options here. You can either construct one yourself. You said you have the data to do so. Or we go in with a security detail and take the Slipstream drive. Consider this your first command decision.
Despite this grudge, Admiral, I don't think it's wise to engage in hostility against our own people. I am aware of a very competent engineer who might be able to construct this device. I will have to see what his schedule is like. I believe he's conducting repairs on the Tian An Men currently.
Oh, you mean Lieutenant Mendrock?
Yes, he's a highly skilled engineer from my experience.
He actually just messaged me. I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. And he fumbles around on his pad. Ah, yes, it appears he already completed the repairs on the Tian An Men.
Oh.
5 days ahead of schedule.
He is definitely a miracle worker, Admiral.
Well, if that's the decision you make, Commander, pull whatever personnel and materials you need. I want you to head up this project.
Of course, Admiral. Are you wishing to install this on the Tian An Men?
Let's install this on the Expedition. I believe her warp drives were recently upgraded, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the Tian An Men still runs the old warp systems. I think you have better luck on the Expedition.
Understood. Oh, I had not had any luck finding a available commanding officer for the expedition yet.
I have a few names in mind. I'll handle that. You just make sure the ship's ready.
Understood.
Dismissed.
And she's out to make a call to a certain engineer who is probably tired.
Yep.
It might even be in the shower. Or something.
Yeah, you probably are.
communications put me through to Utopia Planitia to one Lieutenant Mendrock.
Yes, Commander. And on your station, Mendrock, in your room, you hear your computer chiming with a communication. I'll stick here to your suggestion and say you're in the shower.
Alright, I will, grab a towel and probably a bathroom and step out from the shower and try and answer as I'm worrying it's the admiral.
And Commander, on your communication screen, you see the lieutenant in a bathrobe, water dripping down his face.
We have sonic showers.
Oh shit, that's right.
Oh,
Maybe he likes running water.
It's true. I mean, it's fine.
He is what the hell? He is a benzite. I would
Yeah.
imagine they probably like water. Probably good for the skin.
probably.
So
Yeah,
he's soaking wet.
I'm drying off with a towel as I'm huddled in my room. Yes, Commander. What can I do for you?
Sorry to disturb you. Is this a bad time, Lieutenant?
It's been a grueling few days, but the ship is repaired. Is there another issue I can help you with?
Yes. I have something I'd like you to build for me.
Oh,
Let's just say it's a drive system that allows a starship to go faster than thought possible. But it is.
interesting.
I was not able to get my hands on the working prototype, which we'll need to construct one ourselves. Can you meet me?
Fascinating.
Can you meet me tomorrow morning at 0800 on the Expedition?
Of course, Commander. I'll be there 8 in the morning.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
You're welcome.
And she closes the communication.
Alright. Finish cleaning up and have some food and go to bed.
Alrighty.
Set my alarm.
So what's Captain DeGrasse doing? Really, any Tian An Men crew?
I would imagine DeGrasse would be, trying to basically keep an ear out for what's going on, and then also receiving updates on his ship.
All right. One I can take care of right now. Admiral Bullock to Captain DeGrasse.
DeGrasse here.
I've just received word from Utopia Planitia. Your ship is ready.
So soon?
I really kicked the engineers into gear.
I owe you one, Admiral. That
Why don't you grab your senior staff and head over? Give the ship a good walk through. Make sure everything's up to your standards.
absolutely, sir. I know we'd be excited to.
Bullock out.
And with that, DeGrasse is going to gather the crew.
We'll stick you all on Earth for now, since I think that's where you're all at. Why does your token pop up so huge all the time?
I guess we could just retcon DeGrasse, make him 9 feet tall.
And you eventually find your senior staff. Around. Well, you radio them and told them to basically meet you at the transporter pad at headquarters.
Well, everyone, it seems as though we have a ship again. The Admiral just got back. to me and let me know that Tian An Men is, well, ready for a quick walkthrough.
So soon.
Well, apparently, according to Admiral Bullock, he, well, kicked him into gear. I honestly didn't expect it to be done in 5 days, but, well, let's just give it a good walkthrough and make sure that everything's well connected.
Yes, sir. Shall I begin to recall the remainder of the crew?
Yes, please. Let's make sure everybody's prepared. We'll conduct our walkthrough, and then once it passes our inspection, I anticipate we're going to get the crew on there as quickly as possible. Given recent events, I'm sure that well, they'll want to have us up and moving. Nadan, did everything with the commander go successfully?
It did, Captain. She got what she needed.
Understood. All right, well, get ready to check out our new old ship.
Hi, Captain.
You're transported well, you're transported to a runabout and then ferried over to Tian An Men because it's on Mars. And you you dock with the dry dock that's hanging in space, and you walk onto the ship, and the first place you head is to the bridge. And you see a brand new bridge with all upgraded bridge panels, or all upgraded bridge consoles, new upholstery. And this is what your new bridge looks like compared to how the old one looked. I think we used this scene once before, but it makes more sense to do it this way, I think.
Sure. Ross will step out onto the bridge and just say, well, well, well. This is quite the upgrade.
Indeed. They've certainly done a lot of work for such a short amount of time. How does the new chair feel?
More comfortable, actually. I think I'll like this one. Nidan, if you wouldn't mind doing a quick rundown of your systems.
Sure thing, Captain.
Don, go ahead and give me an insight science difficulty 1.
Normal complication range?
Yes.
Okay.
I sent you something in the Discord if
Okay.
you didn't see it.
Captain, the sensors have been upgraded. Our resolution is about 5% better than it was. In effect, we should see things, smaller things sooner.
Oh, that's excellent to hear. Casey, what do you think?
I think we're ready to head back into space. It feels it's been too long already.
I'm eager to.
The sooner the rest of the crew come aboard, the sooner we can fully prepare for the mission ahead.
I agree. Well, how about this? Let's check out our quarters, make sure it feels nice and comfortable. We'll be spending a lot of time in there. And I'd love to tour the shuttle bay and engineering as well. Let's be thorough, and if we feel good about it, I'll let the Admiral know and we can start assigning the crew.
Aye, Captain.
And yeah, GM, I guess we'll go and check everything out.
All right, cool. Most of the critical ship systems have received, the upgrades. Your quarters still unfortunately look the same, but most of the cosmetic upgrades were done to, the critical areas they were working on. But the pretty much everything's been upgraded a little bit. You got a brand new communication system, top of the line. Sensors have been adjusted. Computer has a little bit more bandwidth to work with. Minor upgrades to your power systems, your warp drive, impulse, things like that. A few realignment of the weapons targeting systems. All in all, pretty nice upgrades for a ship this old.
Good stuff. Yeah, in that case, DeGrasse will communicate back to the Admiral that everything looks good. We'll be ready to get underway as soon as we can gather the crew. The first officer, Casey, will send out the call shortly, and DeGrasse would like to extend his warmest thanks to the engineer in charge.
And the Admiral will reply back once you have a skeleton crew aboard to pilot to Earth space dock for resupply. So that'd basically be the first thing you do. Get the ship over the ESD.
Cool.
In the meantime, what is next? New scene, probably. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to the expedition. So it'll be a new scene. Since Prax said the next morning, we'll go ahead and make this 10 intervals. To donate the half a day. And I gotta populate this, don't I? There's a lot of engineers working on various parts of the bridge. And Captain Prax will walk on to, or sorry, Commander Prax will walk onto the bridge. Oh, and Casey, you could play that person.
Is she like officer of the watch or just on the bridge?
Basically just well, she's kind of in what's the word? What are the words I'm looking for? In charge of the engineering team to get the ship ready
I see.
for the mission. Oh, and like she's part of the skeleton crew that's basically running the ship.
Right.
I should say. So she's part of the skeleton crew. Not in charge of, but part of.
Commander, welcome aboard the expedition.
Oh, thank you, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Casey, ma'am. I've just been here supervising this crew. The work is just about finished.
You wouldn't happen to be related to a Commander Casey by chance?
Unfortunately, yes. He's my older brother. How do you know Arno?
Well, I just met him recently, believe it or not. I believe he's the first officer of the Tian An Men.
Indeed he is. I didn't know he was nearby. His missions have been highly secretive recently.
Indeed. Perhaps you, I believe the Tian An Men is in orbit around Earth. Perhaps you should take some time to meet with your brother.
Well, that would be nice, although I still have duties to attend to here aboard the expedition.
In any case, can you please give me a status update on the expedition?
Is it fully functional?
I'm sending you that really quickly.
Okay, cool. Shouldn't say that after that one episode from TNG. Commander, the expedition is fully functional, resupplied, and we are just awaiting a full complement of crew and command staff. Once those are aboard, this ship is ready for deep space assignments.
Oh, that's excellent to hear, Lieutenant. Have you gotten word if a Lieutenant Mendrak has come on board yet?
He's on his way now, Commander. I believe he'll be aboard shortly.
And as soon as you finish that sentence.
Lieutenant Mendrak.
Good morning, Commander. Pleasure to see you again.
Likewise. I figured since you are a miracle worker in Starfleet, I'm hoping you can pull out another one for me.
I smile.
And,
Of course, Commander.
she hands you a data pad.
I look at the data pad.
The data pad has information on a Quantum Slipstream drive.
Well,
How long do you think it will take for you to assemble and install a working prototype on this vessel?
Can I get an idea of that by looking it over?
I'll do you one better. I'll give you what the roll's going to be.
Sure. And there's no momentum. Alright.
Because why would there be?
Yeah.
Be daring or control with engineering, difficulty 6, work 22, magnitude 5, resistance 3. All of those numbers have been bumped up because you have to build the thing too,
Yeah. Of
as
course.
opposed to just as opposed to just installing. So
So can you? Alright. So you said control or daring plus engineering.
Yep.
That's better odds for me. Alright. That's way better. And you said, what was the difficulty and how much work was it?
diff 6, work 22.
Oh, you put it in this one. Great.
Yep. And you have 10 intervals.
So about 5 days.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The intervals are something that you guys don't really have to worry about. You guys aren't on the clock, but something
Oh.
else is.
Oh, I see. I see. I think I can get it done within 4 days, Commander. Maybe even less. My team is pretty efficient.
Very well, Lieutenant. Lieutenant Casey, make sure Lieutenant Mendrock here has everything he needs at his disposal.
Understood, Commander.
All right. So Mendrak, I figure you and the Lieutenant Casey here
Mm-hmm.
Can get to work on that. We'll go ahead and just finish up your role in the intervals before we head into the last scene.
So let's start with my determination.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, because I spent a milestone instead
Uh-huh.
for that other role.
Can I create an advantage for Mendrock that he's going to have all available resources here at ESD to help construct this?
Sure. I mean, the commander said take whatever you need, so yeah. Or sorry, the admiral said take whatever you need, so yeah.
Persuasion for focus.
Yeah.
Take a threat. Is it presence command?
Yeah.
I'll roll into a complication. Sorry.
Or you're just gonna get 2 momentum here from Mendrak.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd
you created
be
that.
great.
You created that.
Yeah,
You
and
did
then
create that advantage.
yeah, so that kicks in for a plan of action for it on it. So
All right, Mendrak, you only get the one advantage here because you are not on Utopia Planitia, so you don't get access to your team.
Fair enough.
But you do have access to the lieutenant here for any assist rolls.
Alright. Well, let's reduce the difficulty to 5. And I'll have 2 with the determination. So I need 3 more.
What value?
Designing solutions for better technology.
Yeah, that applies.
And let's spend a momentum for a 3rd die. And will work for mechanics work as a focus?
Yeah. Or hold on. Actually, I don't think that would apply. I will take reverse engineering though.
Okay. All right.
Because that's
Yeah.
basically what you're trying to do here. You're trying to work off of the things and, reverse engineer something.
Yep.
So,
So-
yeah, I'll take that. You had 2 momentum, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
You spent it for
so
the
that-
extra dice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's the 5. Then we just need Lieutenant Casey's assist.
Is it same roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Control or daring, whichever is better for you.
And improvisation for a focus, since we're fitting experimental technology to a
I will
old
accept that.
mothballed ship.
I'll accept that, yes.
Not helpful.
The ship has been upgraded with the finest technology, though. It's
Yeah, I fixed her.
basically state of the art now. All right, so you got your 5 successes there. Roll me the 7 challenge dice.
All right.
Oh dear God! 13 freaking work. Yeah, and you get 2 momentum from plan of action. So should I even dare to make engineering?
let's reduce the resistance.
With both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you get the full 13. That would put it at,
So it's 2 breakthroughs.
yeah, 13 out of 22. Be 2 breakthroughs, so it'd be diff 4. Yeah, Prax is keeping track of that. Cool. All right. Anything to do with intervals? I don't think you can actually make them shorter here.
No, probably not. Since I don't have any momentum left.
So the first day, you and Lieutenant Casey go through all of the notes to make sure you truly have a understanding of the technology at play here. But the 2 of you are working so efficiently at that you're also able to start building some of the framework needed for the drive system.
Excellent. And there's only how much work left?
Looks like 9.
Okay.
8
And,
intervals remaining.
Alright. You want me to do another roll, or is that gonna?
Yep, roll till it's done. Yep, roll till it's done. I don't need to do what I was doing earlier anymore because we're nearing the end here.
Alright. So go ahead.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Figure out where you want to throw your advantage and
Yeah.
roll.
Let's lower the difficulty to 3.
All right.
And I'm not. Yeah, I don't want to give you any more threat. I think. Let's see what I get. Oh, of course. Spend another milestone and reroll it.
Yep. Yeah, but I'll let you do that for today, Mendrak, because I did throw a really heavy task at you. But going forward in the future, when you spend milestone, you have to write what you got the milestone from, because
Okay.
the milestone you spend is supposed to be closely related to what you're actually needing it for.
I see. Yeah, I have a large sum of milestones, and I don't have a
Yeah.
track of it all.
Yeah, I'll let you do it today because I'm
Yep.
sure there's a few that apply here.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Um,
But yeah, I hear you.
but yeah, going forward, gotta have what you used it for.
I'll
So yeah,
probably,
reroll 2.
I'll probably spend those and raise my presence or something. Um,
Probably a good idea. You're the chief engineer after all.
yeah.
There we go. Now Casey gets the assist. Oh,
Hmm.
still missed it.
It's not. I don't seem to be helping much.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So we'll go down to 6 intervals because I don't think you have any other way to get a hit here. And on the, I guess this would be the second day of working. You hit a snag, integrating the quantum slipstream. So some of the framework needed, you're having a hard time integrating, so it set you back a day.
Mm-hmm.
Same roll.
All right. I will spend so still lower the difficulty and give me a threat for a third die this time.
Oh wait a minute.
Oh,
You used the determination last time. Ugh. So you actually have 4 successes there.
oh, okay.
I forgot you used one. So you get a momentum. Go ahead and roll the challenge dice. That's 10 more. So that will complete the work track. And that will give you 3. So yeah, that's a very different roll there. So instead of you having a setback, you and some of the engineers that are working on the ship and Lieutenant Casey, you're able to very quickly in the morning finish up the quantum slipstream drive. And you take the rest of the afternoon installing it onto the ship and running some simulations just to make sure everything engineering wise and theoretically wise works. So you basically get this done in anything with you don't need to worry about intervals here unless you wanted to cut one, but it takes you 2 days basically to install
Okay.
to build the prototype from the notes, which I did say were very detailed,
Yep.
and to get it
That's definitely helpful.
installed on and to get it installed in the ship.
Okay.
So you probably call Commander Prax over the next
Yep.
day.
Definitely.
I don't think that Tian An Men has an engineering section that we put on here, so we'll just use the bridge for now. And Commander Prax, you step onto the bridge, and you see Lieutenant Casey and Lieutenant Mendrock huddled around the workstation.
He's all ready, Commander.
I was expecting a few more days, lieutenants. Good work.
You're welcome.
Given this drive's instability, let's run a few simulations on it. Make sure we get some of the kinks out before we do a field test.
Wise idea, Commander. I will get on running some simulations.
Uh, just give me an insight engineering difficulty 2.
Site engineering. Right. Diagnostics is a focus,
Yeah.
and spend momentum for 3 dice. So I can activate cautious. There we go.
Gain 2. Yeah, all the diagnostics that you've run, triple check, quadruple checked. As far as you could tell, you have a working quantum slipstream drive. You just got to get out there and test it. Actually give it a good test.
Yep. I
enter,
will.
enter slipstream basically.
Yep. So all the simulations are running perfectly. But in the end, the only real test that matters is it being actually used. But she looks perfectly great on the computer diagnostics.
We'll schedule a flight test tomorrow at 0900.
Would you like me to stay?
Yes, please, Lieutenant.
I would be delighted. Gives me a chance to examine this new technology.
Well, you helped build it, so I think you deserve to be here.
Well, thank you, Commander.
And you too, Lieutenant Casey.
I would be honored to serve aboard her, Captain. Correction, Commander.
Well, I'm not the commanding officer of this vessel, but I want to make sure that she's ready to go for whoever does command her. I'll see you both in the morning.
Of course, Commander.
And yeah, just gonna head into Turbolift and inform Admiral Bullock that the drive has been built and installed on the Expedition. And a field test is scheduled for 0900 tomorrow morning.
I will.
And once you inform him, he says he wants to see you in his office.
She'll report to his office.
And I'm sure Mendrock and Lieutenant Casey are still running tests and stuff in all of what they created.
Yep.
Enter.
You asked to see me, sir.
Yes, I did. Good work on getting the expedition ready and the slipstream installed.
No thanks is needed, but really should look into promoting Lieutenant Mendrock to Lieutenant Commander. His skills are remarkable, and he deserves a promotion, sir.
I will take that under advisement, Commander. But there is still the question of the commanding officer of the expedition we have to answer.
Yes, who will I be briefing on the assignment?
I think it is only fitting, Commander, that you should give the briefing to yourself. I can't think of anyone more suited to taking command of the expedition than you. Especially since you are intimately involved with the data pad issue. I believe it'll take too long to get a new captain up to speed.
I don't know what to say, sir. Thank you. But, um, I have some issues with my family regarding this matter. I wasn't expecting to take a field or take a command of a starship. Is this assignment going to be permanent or temporary?
I would say temporary for now, until this issue is dealt with. As for it being a permanent assignment, I believe that would be up to you. You would, after all, be commanding one of the most advanced vessels in the fleet.
Understood, sir.
But I understand you have family things to deal with. Go home. Take a few hours to think about it, discuss it with your family. Let me know tonight what your decision is. If I do have to find somebody else, I have to make arrangements today.
I will let you know, sir.
Again, thank you for all your hard work, Commander.
Not at all, sir. It's...
Was there anything else?
No, sir. I will inform you in a few hours of my decision.
Very good. Dismissed. And I believe that sets up the scene we were talking. Prax, you get home. And you are greeted at the door by your husband. Name eludes me at the moment.
Tom, you're home early.
Yes. There's something I needed to talk with you about.
As do I. I haven't picked up the kids yet, but
I think my sister can watch them for a few more hours. This is rather important.
very well. She walks into her living room and takes a seat.
He follows. Has a typical bottle of wine. Probably some of your favorite flowers. At the table, at the small table by the sofa.
Coffee table.
Yeah. And knowing your husband, this is the he might have bad news special.
Well, my favorite wine, my favorite flowers. So either we're going on a trip to Riza and you got your parents to take care of the kids for 3 weeks. It's something else.
I've just been offered command of the USS Excalibur. One of the refitted Galaxy class starships.
Well, congratulations is in order if I'm assuming you already accepted?
I know we have been talking of setting roots down somewhere, but I believe we could still do that aboard the Excalibur. It is a large ship after all. It will have families, schooling. And this is quite the promotion for me after all.
Well, you're not the only one who got a promotion today.
Oh,
I have been offered command of the USS Expedition.
that's that Excalibur they pulled out of mothballs, right?
The Excelsior, yes.
Did you accept that?
I haven't informed Admiral Bullock, but he needs to know within a few hours to, if I say no, to find a suitable commanding officer.
Well, it would be a command position for you.
The command assignment to start with is only temporary. Considering the expedition's mission is of dire need, I can accept the terms temporarily and then after time maybe join you on the Excalibur if that's what you're wanting to do. I just don't know how long my mission is going to be.
We are both Starfleet officers, after all. Being pulled away on duty assignment is something we've dealt with in the past. I'm sure a few weeks, a month, however long the mission takes, will be fine, and then you can meet me on the Excelsior after.
Yes, I'm not sure what to do about the children, but I should be able to take them with me.
I could always just bring them on the Excelsior.
I mean, the Excalibur.
Ah, shit. Yes, the Excalibur. I'm getting my E's mixed up. Now that's a name of a ship.
We'll talk more about it. I need to go get children from your sister. And on our way, to pick up her children, she'll inform Admiral Bullock she'll take the assignment.
That's great news, Commander. Or should I say Captain Prax. Did I forget to mention that this assignment comes with a promotion?
You just did. Thank you, Admiral. It has been an honor and a privilege serving under you.
Privilege is all mine. Don't forget, you got to get that ship crewed up for tomorrow's test.
I will burn the midnight oil, sir.
I'm sure you have a few names to fill some of the more key roles.
I was looking at Lieutenant Mendrock filling the chief engineer role. He is helped build the second prototype and is the most familiar with it. And there has already been a Lieutenant Casey, who has been working with the engineering and science department on the ship already. I wish to keep her on board.
All crew decisions are yours, of course. Just send me the names and I'll make sure they are transferred.
Understood.
I just see a medical, tactical officer, and a con officer, as well as a first officer.
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be out of character, like Lieutenant Bedin, Commander Pearson for medical, and then she's gonna have a talk with Vogel.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Bedin was a character. Yeah. I believe Vogel at this point would probably be in her quarters.
She'll drag the kids along. She's going to pay a personal visit to Vogel.
She'd probably be in some civilian clothes. You chime Vogel's door, and she comes to answer the. Commander. What do I owe the pleasure?
How would you like to be on board a starship again, at least temporarily?
Commander?
Well, considering you were a capable pilot, along with other knowledge, I would like to ask you if you be the helm officer on board the expedition.
I was not expecting this, Commander. I suppose the scientist in me is curious about what's going on out there. But I have duties and responsibilities here.
Considering the project's going to be on the move now, we're going to the front lines of whatever is going on, Lieutenant. I would like you on board the expedition.
Commander, ever since I met you, you have been nothing but nice to me. How can I refuse your offer? I will join you.
We have a flight test at 0900 tomorrow morning aboard the expedition for a Quantum Slipstream drive.
A what? Did I just hear you say quantum slipstream drive?
And she starts walking like, I did indeed, Lieutenant. I suggest you brush up on your homework.
Yes, yes. Uh, thank you. And, she's just beaming ear to ear at the mention of quantum slipstream.
And yeah, she'll take Corin and Azra, or Azrael, not Azrael. Can't even see the daughter's name. Back home.
And you arrive back home. The kids enter and, have the whole kids daddy thing and run up to your husband.
Well, just the one. The other one's an infant still.
Well, the one that can. Took you longer to get home than normal? Did you take the scenic route?
I had to stop by and recruit someone for my ship.
I see.
And what about you? When are you shipping off?
I rendezvous with the Excalibur in 5 days.
Well, in the meantime, I guess you get to spend some quality time with the children. I have a engines test on the expedition tomorrow morning.
Well, I suppose you better rest up then.
Well, I have a lot of paperwork still left to do. Do you
And he
mind?
gives a little smirk. The work of a captain never ends.
Well, you sat in that chair longer than I ever had. Though, does it count being first officer and my captain always going on away missions all the time?
What was that?
I, she's making a slight comment of her time of being stuck on the ship when she was first officer on the Sarek and engine.
Yeah, I recall. Captain's prerogative. Ultimately, it's the captain's decision to decide who goes where and when.
Well, I have to crew this ship relatively quickly, so. Do you mind taking care of dinner?
I'll handle it. Congratulations.
And
I'm sure the expedition is a fine ship.
you are okay with this arrangement, right?
Yes, of course. This is, after all, a big opportunity for you.
And you, and I'm Sorry if this ruins your evening plans.
Nonsense. You're a captain now. You don't apologize for anything. And he'll slink into the kitchen.
Yeah, she's gonna sit on the couch and file reports and crew, requests.
Oh, you should probably call 2 members. Well, you already asked Mendrock, I guess 1 member.
Which one?
Yeah, I figure Bedden would just be a crew transfer because that'd just be easy to write off. Doctor, not so much.
She walks into office where there's the terminal, and she punches in to locate available medical personnel.
Looking for anything in particular?
Available doctor who's qualified to lead a medical department that will be understaffed.
Yeah, you find a few names.
Computer, patch me through to a Lieutenant Commander Michael Pearson.
The computer complies. Doctor, while you're at your home, your comms panel chirps.
He'll pick up the comm with no video and just go, Pearson.
Sorry for the intrusion, Doctor. I was hoping to have a moment of your time. I am Captain Azrael Prax.
What's up, Captain?
Dr. Pearson, I was looking through some of the roster files at Starfleet Medical. Would you be interested in a shipboard assignment for, say, the next 6 months?
Shipboard assignment for the next 6 months. I could probably work that. I'll have to send some of my appointments to other doctors.
Very well. I will put in the appropriate transfer forms. You will report to the USS Expedition, currently docked at ESD, at 0800 tomorrow.
And that literally, you hear clarity in his voice for the first time in this whole conversation. He goes, wait, what?
0800?
In the morning.
Yes. Is there a problem, Doctor?
No, no problem. And you hear, literally, you hear something slam onto a table. And latches click. Just got to start packing.
Doctor, we'll be at Earth for a while. I just need you on the ship tomorrow morning.
Understood, Captain. I'll be there.
Prax out. She closes the channel.
Anything else you want to do, Prax?
Nope.
All right. I think I got one more place to go. On the Tian An Men. Oh, that's better. Whoever works comms here, probably this guy. Captain, we are being hailed by Admiral Bullock.
On screen.
Where's his token? There it is. Captain DeGrasse, how's the ship treating you?
I think I speak for everyone when I say that we're very pleased with the upgrades. We're very excited.
Very good. I have new orders for you, Captain. At 0900 tomorrow, the USS Expedition is set to undergo Quantum Slipstream testing. I want the Tian An Men there in case anything happens and has to mount a rescue.
Understood, Admiral. We'll make sure to rendezvous with the expedition. He sort of raises an eyebrow at the mention of quantum slipstream technology.
You'll receive further orders dependent on the test tomorrow. But be prepared, Captain. This could send you all the way to the far reaches of Federation space. I hope you and your crew are ready.
Always, Admiral.
Very good. Admiral Bullock out.
He'll sort of glance at Nadan. Any relation to the work that you did with Commander Prax?
It's possible, Captain. You'd have to ask her too for the full details.
I'll chuckle. Understood, Lieutenant. All right, Casey, please have everyone ready to go. 0800.
Aye, sir.
Any more scenes anyone wants to run? Alrighty then. I think we will call that the end of Prototype.
Cool. Good session. I'm gonna log off because I'm having a hard time staying awake, but thanks everyone.
Alrighty.